The dark side of royal bloodlines. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're fascinated by history's darkest secrets, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. What if your entire life, your fate, your health, even your mind was shaped before you were born? All because your ancestors were obsessed with keeping their bloodline pure. For centuries, royal families made a chilling trade: genetic risk for political power. The result? Shattered minds, broken bodies, and family trees twisted beyond recognition. Before we dive in, smash that like button if you love historical content. It really helps us grow. Today we're ranking history's most inbred women, and trust me, number 1 will blow your mind. Let us know in the comments. Did you know any of these stories? Which one shocks you the most? 10. Isabella II of Spain. Starting at number 10, Isabella II of Spain, who ruled from 1833 to 1868. Born from the union of an uncle and his niece, Isabella's family tree was a true maze. Drop A in the comments if you're following along. Her grandparents on one side were also her great-grandparents on the other. At just 16, she married her double-second cousin. She had 11 children, but only 5 survived infancy. Many historians believe her husband fathered none of the surviving children. Isabella eventually lost her crown, but her legacy remains steeped in genetic tragedy. 9. Marie-Louise of Austria. At number 9, Marie-Louise of Austria, born into Europe's most entangled dynasties. Her parents were double first cousins, sharing both sets of grandparents. Of 12 children, only 7 lived to adulthood. Genetically, Marie-Louise had only 4 unique great-grandparents, half the normal number. At 18, she was handed over to Napoleon Bonaparte as a political strategy. For her, it meant carrying the weight of an empire on her young shoulders. 8. Lorraine Whittaker. Number 8 proves inbreeding isn't ancient history. It's still happening today. Lorraine Whittaker from a small American town became a modern case study in extreme inbreeding. Featured in a famous documentary, she's documented as one of the most inbred individuals in recent memory, and mother to Timmy Whittaker, possibly the most genetically affected person alive today. 7. Maria the Pious of Portugal. At number 7, Maria of Portugal, born in 1734. Her parents were the 16th Iberian royal couple joined by close intermarriage. Under family pressure, Maria made a decision that sealed her fate. She married her own uncle. Half her children didn't survive, and as she aged, her mental state deteriorated until she was deemed unfit to rule. Royal bloodlines had claimed another victim. 6. Marie-Louise Elizabeth d'Orléans. Number 6 brings us a tragic Gothic tale. Marie-Louise's father was forced to marry his cousin, an illegitimate daughter of King Louis XIV. She was then married to another cousin, Prince Charles of Berry. 3 children. None survived childhood. Marie-Louise turned to alcohol at just 14 years old. Her legacy remains a tragic story of dynastic duty gone horribly wrong. 5. Princess Alexia of Greece. We're halfway through. If you're enjoying this, don't forget to hit that like button. At number 5, Princess Alexia of Greece, born in 1965. Her parents weren't just royalty, they were related twice over, being second cousins and third cousins. Constantine's great-grandparents were siblings, creating a modern royal tale rooted in ancient tradition. 4. Maria Antonia of Austria. Number 4 is rarely mentioned, despite her staggering genetic legacy. Maria Antonia, a Habsburg, who actually surpassed the infamous Charles II of Spain in terms of inbreeding. Her family tree wasn't a tree at all. It was a dense, looping vine. Her genetic similarity matched that of a child born to full siblings. She stood at the very peak of Habsburg inbreeding, a quiet yet unforgettable figure. 3. Mummies 317A and 317B. At number 3, 2 mysterious figures, known only by numbers. These infant daughters of Pharaoh Tutankhamun and his wife, Ankhesenamun, were likely stillborn around 1300 BCE. The haunting detail? Ankhesenamun wasn't just Tutankhamun's queen, she was his half-sister. They shared the same father. By the time their daughters were conceived, genetic risks had reached a devastating peak. Even divine kings couldn't escape the cruel mathematics of inbreeding. 2. Kimberley Colt number 2 moves to modern Australia and one of the most disturbing cases in recent history. The Colt family practiced multi-generational inbreeding in deep isolation, creating a closed community with almost no outside genetic input. When authorities intervened, they uncovered a complex web leading to multiple investigations. Kimberley, born into this environment, represents one of the most genetically compromised individuals ever documented. 1. Cleopatra II, Philopator. Here we are at number 1. Share this video with your history-loving friends. The ultimate example of calculated inbreeding for political power. Forget Hollywood's romanticized Cleopatra. This was the real embodiment of dynastic obsession. Though Egyptian by rule, her bloodline was purely Greek-Macedonian from the Ptolemaic dynasty. Her parents were siblings, her grandparents were siblings, and her own siblings married each other. She was a living monument to bloodline preservation, powerful but heavily burdened. Cleopatra II wasn't just royalty, she was the genetic culmination of generations of tightly woven lineage. Incredible, right? Tell us in the comments which story shocked you most, and that's a wrap on today's video. From royal courts to forgotten villages, the pursuit of power and purity transformed these women's lives into tales of tragedy and revelation. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history's darkest secrets, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon share with fellow history buffs. Let us know in the comments. Which story shocked you most? What historical topic should we cover next? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.